surely I'm not the only one. Hi honey bunnies, it's Tanya. Welcome back to my channel and to our home. In today's video, I'll be decorating our living room for spring. Let's hop to it. Here's the before of our living room. As you can see, I already have a YouTube screensaver on my TV. And here's the other side of our living room. Okay friends, can I just get real honest with you for just a minute? We are actually going to be hosting a dinner tomorrow night here at our home with some friends, which we're super excited about because we're gonna get to see them and we know it's gonna be a fun time. However, this weekend, if you're subscribed to my channel, you probably saw in my community post that I wasn't feeling well. So I spent Saturday evening in bed and all day Sunday in bed. And then finally on Monday morning, I was feeling more like myself, but I kind of had to play catch up on things that I didn't get to do over the weekend. So then my daughter and I went to our workout class on Monday night. So Monday was pretty much gone. So then Tuesday, I woke up and I was like, yeah, today's the day I'm gonna start prepping for the living room. I'm gonna clean it and get ready to decorate it. And it took longer than I thought. What happened was, as soon as I looked at the sofa, I'm like, oh, I should clean that with the green machine. Well, that wound up being a little bit of time to do. Then I had to let it dry overnight, and I took off all the cushions and washed them and let them air dry. And so basically Tuesday was gone. And then on Wednesday morning, which was yesterday, I wound up putting all the cushions back together because they were dry. Then I moved the sofa, swept underneath it, mopped the entire living room, and then in the evening, I started removing everything off my bookshelves because I don't know, I'm one of those decorators where I kind of pull everything out so I can see it and then know what I have. And as I decorate each room and go through my home, the kind of leftovers kind of get shoved on the shelves. And then once I'm ready to decorate that, I kind of have to pull them off because it's became a crazy mess. And now I got to restyle it and get it to how I like it. So basically I did all that yesterday, and then I dusted our end table right before I went to bed last night. Well, here we are Thursday morning. So I woke up today, dusted all the shelves, dusted my media console, and now I feel ready to start decorating. So that is just reality. I'm a couple of days behind schedule, and I thought to myself, should I really film this and make a video so close to Easter weekend? And then I thought, surely I'm not the only one who had a setback or life happens, or you're just, it sprung up on you and Easter weekend's here and you're trying to get it decorated at the last minute because you're expecting guests in your home and you're hosting. So because I felt like I'm probably not the only one, I thought, let me share it. So yes, I have a little bit of a plan of what I'd like to do for my shelf styling and how I want my living room to look. However, I don't have a definite plan. So this is gonna be fun. Let's see how it turns out and let's start decorating. I'm going to be starting with these particular items, and the reason is because there are two of them and I want to create some symmetry on my shelves and in my living room. So anything that I had two of or multiples of, I'm going to be implementing them in my design so that I've got some symmetry on my shelves. Also, if you saw my dining room decorate with me video, you saw that Kirkland's was having an amazing sale, and I told you that I got a set of lanterns. Well, these were originally $60, but at 70% off, I got them for about $18 and some change. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm planning on using them. I love to make little displays inside of glass jars. So I'm going to take this beautiful little gold bunny. And if y'all have been on my channel before, you know I love to add moss to my spring decorating. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to add some little moss in here as if though that bunny is sitting in grass. If y'all saw my spring haul, you know that I got this little bunny at a boutique, and it's meant to be a place card holder, but instead of using a place card holder, I'm going to come in with these blank notes that have a beautiful rose pattern on them for spring. And I'm just going to add it onto the slit on the bunny's back. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my cloche. This time I'm going to take my Sweet Bird place card holder. Then I'll add a little moss to the inside. I don't want to add too much, just a little for that pop of greenery. So that's too big. Since she's on a branch, I'm just going to put a little bird's nest right next to her with some eggs. I'm a little undecided if I'm going to put this card or not, but for now I'll put it on and we'll see how it looks. I do have a velvet bow on it, which actually ties into my tablescape. If you haven't seen that video, please check that out. I actually had these floral napkin rings left over from my dining room tablescape, so I'm just going to place them right here, and that'll tie the two areas together. I actually think this will be better on this side. I bought this picture at Kirkland's last year, and unfortunately I didn't get to use it, but I'm using it this year. I think I'm going to slide this in. And then for a pop of color, I'm just going to add this little house. Ideally, down here I'd like to get a beautiful basket to go across, but I didn't have time to do that. And so I'm just going to put this wooden dough bowl here for a pop of wood. I'm going to place this beautiful little vintage tray on here. It's got a similar oval shape to the picture I placed on the other side, and even though it doesn't have a picture of pink florals with greenery, I just thought the shape mimicked the other side and therefore it flowed together. And to add in that pop of pink, I'm going to go with this little house on this side, whereas the other one was a house with a little aqua top. That was going to bring in some color to that side that wasn't pink, and since this is just gold, I'm going to bring in extra pink to this side. Hopefully it kind of balances each other out. And I'm going to slide this in a little bit closer too. And until I get a beautiful set of matching baskets, I'm just going to come in with this wooden stool to mimic the wood in my dough bowl on the other side. I'm just going to come in with some Bibles and prayer books to fill in this space. I know I'm not following decorating rules right now, but I just want to decorate these shelves in a way that looks pretty and not cluttered. On the other side, I had one large wooden bowl to this set. To balance it out and take up the same amount of space, I'm going to add in a medium-sized bowl and a smaller bowl to take up that same space and balance it out. I'm doing the same thing here. On the other side, I had a gold vintage scalloped bowl. On this side, I'm going to add in this gold bowl so that even though they're not the exact same, they're the same color tone and they balance each other out. Oh my gosh, I was just taking the command strips off of my fireplace mantle from Christmas because I wasn't sure if I was going to need them to place anything on here for the spring, and I don't. So as I'm pulling them off, one of them pops back at me and injured me. Ouch, that hurt really bad. I just told my daughter and she says, "Decor strikes back. Let me get a Band-Aid and I'll be right back." Okay, I'm all bandaged up, so I'm ready to start decorating again. I just feel like I wanted to add a wreath to the mirror to add some color and some greenery. And that will also tie in with my dining room tablescape since it's right next door in the other room. And I am just working with some purple ribbon that I had because I am already out of my velvet ribbons. And it's totally fine because I actually have purple going on in the flowers in my dining room. So it all ties in. All these beautiful pastels work together. Ah, my ladder. Oh no. Like, don't slip out from under me. I think that this is a good height right here. We're just gonna go with it. So I thrifted this piece for $3.99 because it was damaged, but I think that's fine because it's facing the back anyway. And to that, I'm just going to add a little green blanket for spring. Just for a little color and texture. And then I'll add in this adorable bunny pillow. I'm going to add this lantern back in because I like the shade of gold. I think it complements the basin over there very well. And to it, I'm just going to add my pedestal with my white candle, very classic. Then I'll add a couple of sprigs of greenery. And then I'll add this greenery right over here. And for a pop of color, I'm just going to add in some eggs. And I'll do the same thing right here. Now I'm going to come in with my lanterns and we're going to work on these. I've never had any that open from the top, so this will be interesting. I'm going to place this little terracotta pot inside. Then I'm going to add my bunny. If I can squeeze it in. Let's see how this works. I might have to switch that. Let me switch sides. Okay, that might work. There. And then I'm going to place in a little baby bunny right in there. And you know me, I'm going to come in with some more moss as filler. I'm just going to switch this one out for this spring colored one. Now I'm going to style my coffee table with this piece of greenery here. It is to create contrast between the table and this woven tray. Then I'll bring in this beautiful terracotta pot. For some additional color, I'm going to add in these florals with pink. And for practicality and functionality, I'm going to add these coasters that I shared with you on my spring haul with some beautiful birds. I went ahead and styled my china cabinet off camera. I went ahead and left the Amazing Grace picture there, and I went ahead and left the green blanket on the blanket ladder that my husband made for me years ago. I'm about to do the reveal, and I'll come in and show you the china cabinet closer. my honey bunnies, that wraps up today's spring living room decorate with me video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a like. Please comment down below and let me know what was your favorite piece of decor from today's video. Also, if you found this video at all entertaining, inspirational, or motivational, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you can see all my upcoming videos. If you're needing some more spring decorating inspiration, please check out the videos I've released so far this year. I'll link them in the description below. As always, I thank you for spending a part of your day with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. Happy spring! Bye!